if you're a Muslim entrepreneur, your offer is going to make or break your business. And the only reason me and my business partner were able to go 10K per month and beyond in less than 2 months was because we had the offer figured out and we knew exactly how to make an incredibly valuable offer. And inshallah, in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 pillars of offer creation that are going to make you such a good offer that your potential clients, inshallah, are going to be throwing your money at you, to be begging you to sign them on so that you can help them achieve their goals. But first of all, let's understand the offer itself principally is what you're selling in the business. You're not selling Facebook ads, you're not selling Google ads, you're not selling email marketing, you're not selling copywriting. What you're selling is the offer. And what is the offer? The offer is the bridge between your potential client's very painful situation and their dream outcome. In general, the more valuable the market sees something as, the more money it's willing to put towards that thing. These 4 pillars are: number 1, the dream outcome; number 2, the perceived likelihood of achievement; number 3, the time delay; and number 4, the risk and sacrifice that your potential client has to make. So these are obviously the value equation from Alex Hormozi, but let's jump in on how you can use number one, getting them to their dream outcome, to improve your offer. Now, specifically, a way to do this is to generally just be more specific with the dream outcome itself. I see so many people, because me and Mohammed, my business partner, we work with like Halal agencies and we see what they do. We work with like 70 plus right now. And what we're seeing is a lot of them, when they create their first offer, sometimes they're not specific enough on what the outcome is. And you have to be as specific as you can be. Specific in the type of client you're going to bring them, specific in how many clients you're going to bring them. Be as specific as you can be. Because when you say to them, I'm going to get you more leads, leads means nothing to them. I'm going to get you 20 more leads per month. That gives them some sort of image. Then they can visualize the actual thing happening. And when you say, I'm going to get you 20 qualified, ready to buy leads per month, now they have an exact idea of what's potentially going to happen, inshallah. Like now they have the exact person in their mind because they've probably sold a similar person before and they just think of that person and then times them by 20. When you say, I'm going to get you X amount of leads per month, it's a lot better than saying, I'm just going to get you more leads, or I'm going to help you add more revenue to your business. Well, how much revenue? In how much time? Because this is really important for you to understand that the more specific you are, the easier it is for them to visualize. And also the easier it is for them to visualize, it just becomes a yes or no thing. Yes, I got an extra 20 clients in the next 6 months because of working with this person. Or no, I didn't. Did I get more clients? You're like, oh, I'm going to help you get more clients. Like the answer, of course, can be a yes or no. Like I got no clients, I got clients. But that's just a huge spectrum. You want it to be an incredibly specific goal you're going to help them achieve. The more they're able to imagine the dream outcome, therefore, the more they'll be excited to do it in the first place. So be as specific as you can be with the outcome itself. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see. And some of the questions that I get with the people that we work with in our program is, well, Fedi, I don't know how, like if this is a complete beginner, Fedi, I don't know how I'm supposed to get them those things. Like I don't know if I can actually get them 10 leads, let's say. I don't know if I can get them an extra 10 clients. Well, it doesn't matter if you can or can't. The whole point for you later on, as we'll see, to have the guarantee and stuff, is just to have that number for them to be able to imagine. If you don't get them that number, you're not saying, I'm going to get you that number. You say, I'm going to try and get you that number. And if you don't get them that number, that's why you have the risk reversal. So that if you don't get them that goal, bam, that's fine. And you can always tweak your offer later on to be like, okay, cool. I seem to consistently get 5 clients for my clients. And now I'm just going to say I'm going to get you guaranteed 5 clients instead of 10 because that's actually something I can deliver, which is absolutely fine. But at the start, just be specific. Just be incredibly specific as to what the dream outcome is going to be. If you say to someone one more time, so I need to hone this into your skull, it's what dream outcome are they going to achieve? When you're trying to help someone lose weight, you don't say, I'm going to help you lose weight. I'm going to help you lose 10 kilograms in the next 2 months while you build more muscle. And you build it to be more specific as well. Like while you build more muscle so you can bench press 100 kilograms, like be as specific as you can be to their dream outcome. Because the more specific you are as well, the more they'll feel understood. So number 2, the perceived likelihood of achievement. You want to increase the perceived likelihood of them achieving the thing. And this, in my opinion, comes from this trampoline down here. So imagine it this way. Number 1, we've just made the goal, the end part of the bridge, incredibly specific. Now they know what to expect when they move with us and what they can expect at the end. Next is having a trampoline at the bottom. Because let's say they fall off the bridge at some point. You want to make sure they understand that it doesn't matter if they fall off, you're going to help them bounce back up. So this perceived likelihood of achievement might come in the fact that you're going to support them more. You're going to give them all the support they need, maybe with sales. Maybe you're bringing them leads, but they're kind of scared that they don't know how to close these leads. Well, in your offer, you tell them you're going to help them with sales training, you're going to help them with the entire process. And this is incredibly important because the main thing when it comes to perceived likelihood of achievement is the perceived likelihood of failure as well. It's the opposite of it. Like, how likely am I to fail with this person right here? And the more you can decrease the perceived likelihood of failure, which generally just having some sort of guarantee or some sort of risk reversal where it's like, hey, dude, look, if we're halfway through the thing and I still don't get you 10 clients, then that's fine. I'll just refund you every penny and I'll keep working with you until we get those 20 clients, right? Like if we all haven't got those 10 clients yet. So the main thing is to just make sure that when they move with you, even if they end up falling off the bridge, which is your offer, even if they end up failing something, or even if you end up failing something, you help them continue get to their very specific dream outcome. So number 3 is having a time delay. And the reason I say having a time delay, because not only does it help with number 1, which is being more specific, but having a time delay also lets them, again, number 1, imagine the entire thing. But most importantly is be able to understand if this is worth it or not. Like the quicker it is for you to help them achieve something, the better it is. Like why do people decide to take Xanax to calm down rather than meditate? Because you have to do 6 months of meditation to probably feel the same effect as just taking one pill. And of course, the quicker you get from your current painful situation to your dream outcome, the more you're going to value something. I'm not saying for you to promise something in like 3 days. I'm not saying to promise like you're going to get them 10 clients in a week, but just give them a time delay that they can expect. To be honest, at the start, you might just want to use a realistic one. For example, you might say, well, look, we're going to help you get 10 clients probably in 3 months. Don't say probably, just say, we're going to help you get 10 clients in 3 months. And therefore, by you giving them a time delay, they can start visualizing, okay, what's my life going to be like in 3 months? Not only is it for them to be able to visualize the actual process, but most importantly, like I said, is for them to understand, is this a good enough time delay between where I am and where I want to be? Most of the time, by the way, it will be. Generally, like if you say we're going to help you get an extra 10 clients in the next 3 months, and if their clients are worth, I don't know, 3K, then you're basically helping them get an extra 30K in the next 3 months, which is amazing, okay? So number 4, last but not least, is decreasing their risk, but also decreasing their effort. And this is incredibly important because their effort and sacrifice, the less they have to do, the more they'll see the thing as valuable. And not only that, but a lot of the time, the less they have to do, the more likely they are to also increase the perceived likelihood of achievement, which is number 2. So number 4, with the way I'm going to show you to do it, is actually really, really powerful. So there's 2 ways of doing it. Number 1, to decrease the risk or decrease the sacrifice. But in general, if you do pay on results, which is very simple to understand, you just get paid after you get them the results that you promised them. The other way for you to do this as well is to literally take on as much responsibility in building the bridge as possible. Because you might realize, for example, if you're selling lead gen services and you're just like, I'm going to generate you leads. Well, if you look at the bridge, there's going to be loads of other steps. There's going to be calling up the leads to book an appointment with them. There's then going to be closing the leads. There's then going to be having to do the contract for the leads and onboarding the leads. So all of this process has a lot more than just lead generation and just generating them leads to speak to. What is a lead? A lead is basically a person you can contact on a list. Right? It's going to be their email, their phone number. There's a lot more to do to turn that person into a client. Now imagine this other agency or this other business that has a full service where they're like, we're going to generate you the leads. We're going to book them into your calendar. We're going to actually close them for you, and we're going to onboard them for you as well. Not only, like I said, does this increase the perceived likelihood of achievement because maybe they don't trust themselves. Maybe they've been in business for 10 years and they've never been able to generate leads consistently. They've only been able to manage referrals, and that's it. So they're stressed about the fact that they can't close a cold audience. They can't close people and then onboard them and get them committed. So when you handle more of the process for them, again, not only does it decrease the effort and sacrifice that they have to put in, but it also kind of increases the likelihood of achievement most of the time. So the best offer you can make, TLDR, bottom line, the best offer you can make is be incredibly specific in what you're going to help them achieve, by when you're going to help them achieve it. Give them a risk reversal in a form of a guarantee and on a pay on results basis. And even with the risk reversal in terms of the guarantee, give them a guarantee for you to continue working with them. And then also do as much work for them as you can, as in take on as much responsibility in the entire process that you want to help them do. Is this more work for you up front? Yes. Can you charge more for this, however? Yes, you absolutely can. Again, this is a lot more valuable, right? I've shown you how to make the most valuable offer possible. Therefore, you can charge 10K for this offer. In the right niche, you can charge 10K for this offer. You can charge 5K, you can charge 3K per month, whatever it is. Obviously, how much you charge is also going to depend on the niche, because if your niche is broke, then that's another problem, right? I've got a video on how you can pick a very specific niche, so feel free to watch it after this video. It will be at the end of this one. But understand this, your prospect is in a very painful situation, and they want to get out of that situation and want to get to their dream outcome. And the more they trust your bridge based on these 4 pillars right here, the more likely they are to pay you, and the more likely they are to pay you more depending on how many of these things you've ticked off to a high degree. So hopefully that makes sense. Inshallah, I'll see you in the video where I'm going to be talking about the niche. So I'll see you in there. And in the meantime, if you want to start a halal agency and get a 10K a month, feel free to join the free school community. We've got other brothers and sisters in there trying to do the same thing as you as well. So inshallah, I'll see you in there. And assalamu alaikum.